Is he innocent or is he guilty? We're definitely going to give our commentary on that. Final topic of the day, number 9, coming from TMZ. Arrested in New York City for assaulting woman. Rep says he's done nothing wrong. This is they have the exclusive, and TMZ is interesting. But yeah, Jonathan Majors was arrested. A judge. Oh, hold on, we got some updates here. Well, let me go down real quick. Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City this weekend, and according to police, he's being accused of putting hands on a woman. But John's team is calling BS. Law enforcement tell us that the actor was booked Saturday morning on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. We're told cops responded to a call for service around 11 a.m. ET near the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. We're told the alleged victim is the case. We're told the alleged victim in this case, a female, relayed to the police that Majors had gotten into a dispute with her and proceeded to attack her. Their exact relationship is unknown. Our sources tell us the alleged victim had visible injuries, including a laceration behind her ear, redness, and marks to her face. She was taken to an area hospital and is in stable condition. As for Majors, he was cuffed and taken to jail on the spot, as police felt there was enough evidence for a probable cause. We're hearing he's currently out of custody. Majors, a huge celebrity. He's been in everything from Marvel's latest Ant-Man and the Wasp to movie Michael B. Jordan's Creed 3 flick and other blockbusters, as well as over the past couple of years. He's gotten rave reviews and everybody loves him and all of that good stuff. A rep for Majors tells TMZ he has done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and also clearing this up. And as I scroll up, there's been tons of updates. And let's see what we have here. A judge released Majors without bail at a Saturday riot arraignment in Manhattan criminal court. Prosecutors charged the actor with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. Majors is due back in court in May. Here's what allegedly happened in the lead up to this. Per our law enforcement sources, police were told that the alleged victim is Major's girlfriend. And according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. Our sources say police were told the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors and she confronted him, trying to sneak a peek at his phone. We're told the alleged victim/girlfriend claims this got Majors mad and that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. We're also told the alleged victim claims he put his hands around her neck during this. Our sources say the woman was dropped off somewhere and that Jonathan Majors spent the night elsewhere. It appears the girlfriend went to police the following morning, Saturday, and reported a crime. Now, there's still so much more that we're going to talk about, more details that I haven't got to yet. And of course, you guys are going to have more than one opportunity to speak, but coming to you first, Lamont. What do you make of this, man, so far? Or you can talk about whatever you want, man, but what's your take on this, man? Because this is quite interesting.
Whew, boy. I'm going to make it quick because I've got some fellas that have huge brains with great thought. B, when this news hit, the first thing I thought was, please let this be some thirsty thought and it's not really a situation that's going to get Jonathan Majors in trouble, because this man is one of the hottest things Hollywood has seen in a long time. Then news just kept breaking out. And I was, finally got some of his opinion. And I was thinking to myself, he better hope that there's some video or something or some witnesses to what happened. Because if they're going to try to impugn his character, they're going to damn sure get that video where he was looking at Sharonda's hind parts. They're going to go get that video and start impugning this man's integrity, saying that he's looking at women with hungry eyes, okay? And luckily it came out that it could have been a mishaps, but then we find out that the lady in question, B.A., is an Anglo-Saxon female. And so then I go to Black Twitter and I start seeing what the Black women are saying, and they ain't got nothing nice to say. And I'm always trying to encourage these Black sisters. There's plenty of white sisters in the struggle for us to stop accusing a few Anglo-Saxon women for the wrongdoing of the whole race, because there are some that's down for us. And the minute that they said that this was an Anglo-Saxon sister, The black sisters ain't want to have nothing to do with it. He's automatically wrong. They blaming him. They blaming her. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping he can clear this up, because if he really done something wrong, do we think they're going to treat him with the same candor they treated Ezra Miller's crazy ass? Probably not. So let's see where the facts go, and let's see how this thing play out.
Really, I appreciate that. Larry, I'm gonna come to you first. Next, but before I do that, let me get this super chat right here from Struggles. Blessing the chat. What's going on, Tyra? Thank you so much. Not the preference lying on you and recanting her story, Jonathan.
Not the
They
preference.
they do that. Can it be? Damage has been done to his brand, and he just popped. It's enough for victims for anyone to be lying. Right on, ma'am. I appreciate it. It's we're gonna see. We're gonna see. You know, we're gonna reserve a lot of comments. Well, at least I am. But thank you so much, Tyra. I do appreciate it. But you're talking about his brand. This, and I'm coming to you next, Larry. But you're talking about his brand that's already affected him. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. Jonathan Majors, be all you can be. U.S. Army ad campaign paused following the arrest. Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and provided the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. The actor's lawyer, the name is stated in the statement on Sunday. The U.S. Army has pulled a Be All You Can Be campaign featuring Jonathan Majors on Saturday. The U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathan Majors, and we are deeply concerned by the allegations surrounding his arrest. Laura DeFrancisco, the public affairs chief for the Army Enterprise Marketing Office, said in a statement on Sunday, while Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads, BS, until investigation into these allegations is complete. The Army had already released 2 ads featuring the Creed 3 actor before he was arrested in New York on Saturday in relation to domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman, according to local authorities. Man, there's so damn much. And again, before I come to you, Larry, let me go over some of these allegations as well, because some people have been coming out the woodworks that he went to school with, and that's unfortunate. This is from the direct.com. Let's see here. Jonathan Majors, troubling allegations. As news of Jonathan Majors' arrest broke, Twitter users began making perspectives known about the Avengers 5 actor. Back in February, filmmaker A.B. Allen tweeted about a beloved actor who, in actuality, is a vicious, cruel, and abusive human being. There's a particular actor, relatively new on the scene, who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for. In actuality, is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life. And every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane. I just got to throw 2 cents in there. Why did Disney hire him then, if that's the case? But we're going to see. Following the news of Major's arrest, a user tweeted, now we know who this tweet is about, with a screenshot of A.B. Allen's previous post. Allen then simply responded, ding, 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 applying that that's true. When pressed on, the user now will not share more, despite the public at large seemingly seeing evidence of what was posted. A.B. Allen explained that it will still expose people who have been hurt. The specifics of what I know, unfortunately, would still expose people who have been hurt and deserve not to become part of a larger media inquiry if they don't want to. So I'm not going to get into the details, but now y'all know what his deal is. So also somebody else says, Nikolai continued saying that many in Yale and New York City communities later specified that from 2012 to 2017, graduates from NYU, Juilliard, and Yale considered the actor a sociopath and abuser. Larry, that last part is coming from Tim Nikolai, Society Theater co-founder and Broadway actor-director. Let us have it, man. How are you feeling about all this? What is your take, sir? What do you think?
Larry, let me say one thing to add to that point.
Go ahead.
He went to undergrad 20 minutes from where I live at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And some of the posts that some of the people that went to school with him, they haven't had nothing nice to say either, Larry. Floor is yours.
I'll be honest with you. I had a couple of immediate reactions when I first read this article and I heard this. My first thought was, this happened in New York in a cab. And as far as I know, every cab I've ever been in New York has cameras in it. So I was like, somebody's lying and it's going to come out. Like either she's lying, it's coming out, or he's lying and it's coming out. And if it's he who's lying, well, his career is going to take a major hit. If it's she who's lying, I hope he sues the white off her ass so that people can be reminded that you can't just go and try and destroy someone's career because your ego is hurt, because you got a bruised ego because he's texting with some other girl when you think he's supposed to be all yours. Now, on the other hand, my other immediate reaction was, this is why prostitution should be legal. And I know this seems a little off, but if you are somebody and you want some strange, you should be able to go get the strange that you want and then leave. Prostitutes aren't paid to come and have sex with you. They are paid to leave. And that's it. You don't have to worry about them texting you and your girl finding out. You don't have to worry about them blowing up your email or showing up at your house unexpectedly. No, that's not their job. And if we didn't have to deal with that, if men and women could go and see the people they want to see in a safe and tested and manner, you wouldn't have these people up there getting upset. I can imagine this chick. She probably feels extraordinarily insecure. She's up there. She's probably has a flat little booty. She sees him checking out Sharonda after the interview. He's up there all swole up from his new movie. And now she's worried because some other chick is up there texting him. And she's like, damn, I'm about to lose my golden ticket. I'm about to lose my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket. And so she's probably up there. She probably got mad at him. Any bruises that were on her were probably him like this, trying to hold her back while she's up there swinging with her little T-Rex arms, trying to hit him. And he's probably trying to hold her back. And she might have got scratched or so here and there. I just think that's one of those things. You have to be careful who you're with. At a certain point, you get to a certain point in your career where you get bigger and more famous and wealthier, and you have to start to limit the types of people that are around you because not everybody's going to be good for you.
Right on, man.
That was my rant.
I love it, Larry. I love the energy. Smash the like, guys. That's what's up. Real quick, we are streaming right now on multiple platforms. StreamYard has a new feature. So if you're watching me on Larry's channel, Lamont's channel, E-Man's channel, my channel, we got 556 people. Can we get 571 thumbs up? Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Comment real quick. Winter Soldier. I hate these reports. Alleged. If you simply state it's reported, he allegedly, you're good. Okay, we're gonna see. Thank you so much for that. Got a super chat from Bayo82. She recanted her statement. Yes, we're going to be talking about that next. And let me make sure I didn't miss another super chat. But yeah,
in jail right now. You don't get to make a statement like that. Send a dude to jail. And for some people, they will never ever be able to disassociate him with violence against women. Some people will hear that, it will be seared into their brain, and they will never disassociate him with it. And she should go to jail. You should not be able to make false accusations like that. The man was in handcuffs. He was fingerprinted. You think they're gonna go take his fingerprints, his mugshot, and his arrest records out of the FBI database?
Well,
no.
let's see what E-Man has to say.
But
yeah, they could.
First of all, I don't know why T-Rexes had to catch a stray like that.
My fault. Hold on. My bad. Before I pass the E-Man, just 30 million reports keep coming out. This is from Yahoo Live. Jonathan Majors' lawyer says assault charges will be dropped after video proves he's entirely innocent. Can't wait for that. And so on Sunday, Mr. Majors' lawyer, Priya Chandri, claimed that the woman was the aggressor and now has recanted her allegations. Oh my God. Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We're quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped immediately, misandry said in a statement provided to The Independent. This evidence includes video footage from the vehicle where this episode took place, witness testimony from the driver and others who both saw and heard the episode. Lovely. And most importantly, 2 written statements from the woman recanting
not one but 2
these allegations. All the evidence proves that Mr. Majors is entirely innocent and did not assault her whatsoever. Unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis.
Oh, Jesus.
Lovely choice of words.
She should have got an emotional dog.
No, you know what that means. You know that.
Hold on.
White tears bring on police. That's all that means.
She was taken to the hospital. The New York Police Department is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. E-Man, coming to you, sir. All this information, all these reports. What do you have, sir? Let us know.
First of all, I think it's hilarious that it's been less than 24 hours, and this has been the hottest, most dissected story I've ever seen for any actor, performer, celebrity that's ever been entangled with any type of situation like this. Yeah. I mean, Amber Heard was pooping in the bed. And we ain't
wiping it on his pictures.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody dissected like that. I'm just saying, like, you know, people been doing the worst, the craziest, the most, and I ain't never seen nobody dissect all this like this. And I think a lot of that is because, one, we've gotten into a place in culture where we're nosy, right? Yeah. Social media has spoiled us to the point where we're like, yo, we need to know every little thing. And Majors ain't got no social media. We don't know nothing about him. So the only image and perception we have is Kang, Creed, Lovecraft, and a couple interviews, and that's it. Like, some people didn't even know he had a kid. Some people didn't even know.
I did not know that.
Right, he got an 8-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, 8-year-old child. Like, bro, where'd that come from? You know,
I mean, in all reality, who cares? I don't. I mean, I know. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, like, because we're so accustomed to knowing more than we should, all this information feels like it's making us super thirsty to like just dissect this. Now, kind of going back to Larry's point, one of the biggest problems with this is, and this is the issue I have not only with the system of policing, but also the media. Notice what the headline was: Jonathan Majors arrested. It wasn't Jonathan Majors allegedly, accused with blah, blah, blah. It wasn't that. It was Jonathan Majors arrested. And again, because of the system of policing, as the lawyer said, because of this type of situation, they have to arrest someone. It didn't mean that he was guilty. It didn't mean that they caught him in the act. And I'm not saying he did or didn't. I'm just saying because of the system, they have to put him in handcuffs. And again, the way our society functions, when we see a black man in handcuffs, you did it. He should have complied. You give this presumption of guilt because we're baked into this other presumption that, well, the law is right and the police always get it right. So that right there is exactly true to what Larry was saying. It's not going to leave people's memory. That's a stain in his career at this point, whether he's completely free or if there's more information that drops, it doesn't really matter. This man got arrested. His face is out there. The headline is out there. It's seared in people's brains. Now, just to pivot to the other point you brought up about the people that were saying that like he has this history in this past and stuff like that. Larry asked, for example, then why did Marvel hire him? Probably because there's nothing recorded. Mm-hmm. You cannot. If he was a criminal, Marvel wouldn't hire him. I'm not making excuses for him. Because maybe, for all we know, Jonathan Majors is a terrible person. Maybe he has a terrible attitude. Maybe he is an abusive person emotionally, verbally, maybe physically. I don't know. Because, again, we don't know him. We ain't seen no social media. No one has come forward. A lot of these accusations from these two directors you pulled, they're saying things from other people. Okay, cool. I'm not saying I don't believe them, but I would like to see more. I need more than anecdotal evidence. If you tell me there's smoke, that's cool. Show me where there's the fire. If you show me the fire, let's go. I brought my water. Let's go put it out. In the meantime, we have to go off of what's here, which is you got stories that he's not a great guy, but is that illegal? I don't think so. Right. So until my man has been proven of something illegal, I can't sit here and go judging him as if he is a criminal. That's not fair. Third of all, the whole thing, of course, with the lawyer saying the video was going to be dropped and all that. My goodness, we couldn't wait 24 hours for this thing because all we heard was just arrested. And then all of a sudden, people was coming up with all these things. I was just disappointed at the news.
It might be out already. It might be on World Star.
It might be, right? I was
Let me
just
look.
disappointed that this brother was brought into this mess. I didn't even judge whether he did it or not.
Me neither.
I'm never gonna side with nobody if you did something wrong. Like, look, I go off of what the evidence is. But I was just like, damn it, I just hate the fact that you are in a controversy, right? But like the fact that the videos supposedly proves him innocent, that's great. The witness or the victim, or I don't even know what to call him, the other lady, she is recanting her statement.
The word's called perpetrator.
I don't know. It's
also called thirsty thought.
I don't know. And the reason, this is why I say I don't know. For one, these type of situations are not always as black and white as Twitter wants to make it out to be. It could have been something as simple as she was looking at his phone. He was just like, yo, get away. And, and then all of a sudden she's crying for other reasons, but the perception of it made it look like something more than it was. And then it could be so much gray stuff, that it's kind of, I remember the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. The way public memory remembers that, Chris Brown beat the mess out of her, and that was it. But people forget they both were fighting. They both were like not condoning anything.
She swung first on that.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying they both were fighting, and it's easy for people to lose facts because they just want to confirm to one side or the other. I'm just saying they were fighting.
And in this situation, just like in this situation, when you have a domestic dispute, both people technically are supposed to get arrested. In the Chris Brown situation, he got arrested. In this situation, Jonathan Majors got arrested when it was a domestic dispute where they're saying that people assaulted each other. But the only person that gets arrested is the big dirty black man. And look,
again, that goes back to the system of law and policing, right? And just what the lawyer said, because of NYC law, they had to arrest someone. It wasn't like, okay, y'all had a issue, both of y'all go to y'all separate corners. No, because of the law, we have to arrest someone regardless of whether they're guilty or not. So, all of this stuff, again, I encourage everybody, wait for the evidence, wait for the video, let's see what happens, but unfortunately, there is going to be that double standard where, Jonathan Majors is not going to get that Ezra Miller type of grace. He's not going to get that little leeway where people are going to be like, okay, hold on, maybe there's more to the story. Like, we'll say that, but you ain't hearing that from the general public right now, and that's kind of the problem because it's not consistent. It's not equal in terms of how we treat these folks. Let's not forget, there were people that really thought Ryan Coogler robbed the bank and he was guilty. This man was also arrested. He was put in cuffs for trying to make a withdrawal. And what was the
of his own money?
Ryan Coogler arrested.
Of his own money.
Arrested.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So again, it's the law, it's the policing, it's the way the headline in the media, and
the perception,
the culture that we're baked into thanks to social media. So all these things come together. Ooh, it's just a mess.
Hold a thought, if that's cool, Larry. I got a ton of super chats real quick, and then I'm coming to you next. Torian, I forgot your super chat earlier. Thank you, $5. This wouldn't be going on if Thomas Washington was running Disney. I'm just saying the Goofy movie is a classic. If you got to watch Atlanta the last season to get that joke, but it's a great show. Thank you, Torian. I really do appreciate it. Bayo, thank you, $2 super chat. She recanted her statement. Right on. I got that one already. I got Tara's, I got that one. Jerry King, $2. Black Queens forever, snow bunnies never. Dr. I love it. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Jerry King. I appreciate it. Shanny D, $4.99, did the flat booty comment. Yes, Larry with the comedy. Thank you, Shanny D, for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thumbs up. We got Swift Streams PC, $1.99. Listen today, leave them snow bunnies alone. You cannot go wrong with that. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat.
Y'all already know Dr. Umar giving out 5,000 lashes. Y'all already know.
This is true. This is true. He's probably live right now. Deshaun Wilkinson, $9.99. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of Jonathan Majors. However, I work at a DV agency and victims recant their stories all the time.
That could happen too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Having said that, I'm going to let the facts play out. I think that is the best option, and very good
Exactly.
observation.
Yep.
Miss Wilkerson. That
That's
is
true.
very true. So you know,
Mhm.
they could be feeling threatened or whatever. You know?
That's
Right,
an
under
exact
pressure.
reason. That's
Under
an
pressure.
exact reason why you shouldn't let confirmation bias lead your judgments. If you're a fan of Jonathan Majors, you shouldn't just run and jump and be like, "Oh, see, he was always innocent. He was clean." You don't know him. We don't know what he's like. At the same time, if you're a hater of Jonathan Majors, you don't know all the facts.
How you gonna
You
say I
haven't
don't
seen
know
the
him? I've seen
video.
every movie he's been in. How you gonna say I don't know him? No, I'm just messing with you.
You next.
I mean,
Larry,
he's been
you next.
acting, but that's what I'm saying. Wait for the evidence. Don't let celebrity or hatred or bigger judge the facts.
But see, E-Man, that's a problem that humans have. Humans have their bias, and they're going to lean in toward that bias. It takes an adult to have a bias and be able to separate that from the facts. And like Larry said, there was a camera in that cab.
Yeah.
And if we just waited for that camera, we was going to see the facts. And I'll chime in with what Larry said. She probably was peeping that man's phone because she seen the way he was looking at that Sharonda ass. And when he was behind her hind parts and started slapping and
you
missed
mean that
the ass all
wallpaper?
completely.
You know he made that the wallpaper.
Yes.
Yeah, man. He was trying to slap some ass and it wasn't nothing to slap.
Sharonda, I hope you're not watching. I hope you don't get triggered.
I hope Sharonda is watching.
Yeah, she was.
You got your wallpaper up, girl.
Thank you, Wilkerson. 60 plus reviews, 999. Hashtag Why Girl Tears. Just say no. Too many smart and beautiful young sisters. Yes. Hashtag they're trying to tarnish your career. Hashtag stay woke, young brother. Thank you, 60 plus reviews. I appreciate it. Tyra again, man, blessing us today. Bro was laying down with an enemy for her to lie and come for his reputation. No bad at all. Jonathan's girlfriend. I'm feeling very attacked right now. Yes. Thank you, Tyra. Right on. I appreciate it. And last one for now, J. Carter just came into the chat. Did you guys discuss the alleged victim? Yeah, we are talking about that right now. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We appreciate all of those guys. Thank you. We almost at 800 thumbs up. Larry, it's on you, sir. What you got?
You know, I just want to say this to the ladies out there watching, is that
oh boy.
Oh hell!
All the little booty T-Rex are out there.
No, I say this.
No bunnies, cover your ears.
I say this in all seriousness. I know out there in the world, everybody's saying women can do whatever they want to do. Women can do all the same things men can do. Women can do this. Women can do that. Yada, yada, yada. Yes, intellectually, women can be equals to men or surpass them. But men and women are not equal. We have our distinct differences. There are some ways women are superior to men. In some ways, men are superior to women. In one of those ways, men are superior to women is physical strength. So you can get up there and you could jump bad. You could see your man's phone and get mad and start swinging and punching and hitting on him. But when that man hits you back, just realize that he's going to do infinitely more damage to you than you have done to him. And because you have started a fight with someone and then lost does not mean that you are a victim. If you hit someone and you start a fight with someone, male or female, and then you get your ass whooped by said person, you are not a victim. You are just someone who got your ass whooped. So
unless you are Karen.
Remember, there is no excuse to put your hands on someone first. There is no excuse to put your hands on someone first. I don't care how upset you are. If you're mad at somebody, then find some other way to express yourself. But if you put hands on someone, I'm not saying that he did this, but even if she got hurt in the process of him defending himself, that's not her being a victim. That's her getting hurt as a consequence of her dumbass actions. So just remember that, ladies. There's a lot of women out there that think it's okay to hit men and then get upset when somebody gets hurt. Don't do it.
Larry,
I mean, you're looking at four brothers here who don't hit women, but there's a lot of brothers out there that will F you up. Just, it's not worth the risk.
I mean, my grandma told me if a woman come at me with a weapon, Larry, don't get my ass killed. It's what my grandma said.
No, I think there's a difference between protecting the sanctity of your being and just simply like, if a woman's up there hitting me, like I've had women get up there and mad and hit on me, and I have to just hold them back. Sometimes I've had to hold them down and say, you need to chill out. You know, I had one girlfriend, I literally had to pick her up and push her out of the house and lock the door and tell her I'm gonna call the police if she doesn't leave my place. You know, but the thing is that not everybody's gonna do that. Sometimes you hit somebody and their natural reaction is to hit back. And when they hit back, they're not hitting with the same girly, you know, strength that you have. They're going to hit you with grown-ass man strength. So you need to stop doing, women need to stop playing that game, because it's not really a game once it gets to that point. And you could call the police, but I can tell you those broken teeth and busted ribs, they're not gonna heal by the police aren't gonna heal you from that.
Yeah, I will say this, man. I was like yesterday, I was like, damn, this sucks. And instantly I was like, man, I'm not believing this shit until something comes out, you know, allegations. I just want to know details. I'm curious. Everybody was talking about it. E-Man was in the space yesterday on Twitter talking about it. It was everywhere. Everybody was talking about it.
I want to apologize to everyone who got triggered by this conversation, by the way.
Chill out.
That's
an inside joke.
Trigger warning.
Silly.
Hey, I've been looking for a new thing to do on my channel. Maybe I should start a show called Trigger Warning.
There you go. Just put up a disclaimer.
There you go.
You need a disclaimer, Larry. You always need a disclaimer.
But
okay.
Go
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
A lot of you know, it was I'm not it broke my heart because I saw a lot of black women on Twitter. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but a handful that had a decent following. They kind of jumped to some conclusions. And it was like, well, the allegations from Yale and Juilliard has come out and said he's bad, and we don't know what to do because we look forward to these black people and leadership roles and yada yada yada. And I really don't like that you put these stars on the pedestal. Anyway, I mean, it's cool to look up to people, but they shouldn't have all your whole heart and soul like that. But I mean, I can't wait for this video to come out, and I don't think the lawyer. I'm sure the lawyer has seen the video at this point in time. She wouldn't come out and ruin her name, you know, saying that, you know, if it was a video and it did prove that he was wrong, she wouldn't come out and say the opposite of that. And so I am, you know, I'm not completely 100% relaxed, but I do feel much better about this situation. And like E-Man was saying, yeah, so much has changed in 24 hours. That's just amazing, you know. And yeah, E-Man, go ahead. You was about to say something.
I'm gonna just because you know there always needs to be a little bit of balance whenever Larry's on here, so I'm gonna try and counter it just a little bit. I'm not gonna refute what you say because I agree wholeheartedly. Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. Period. Yes. Now, what I will talk about is the fact that, like, you know, Majors has all these allegations against him. Again, like I've said, nothing so far that has warranted him to be a felon, a criminal, at least not yet, that we know of. You know, maybe this opens up the door and we get 20 more accusations and people coming forward. I don't know. But so far, nobody has come forward and put this man behind bars or, you know, sued him or anything yet. So what I would say is this: if it is true to some degree that he has a problem, right? Because maybe he has an anger management problem. Maybe he is an abusive person. Again, maybe not physically, maybe in other ways. I would wholly, and I would say this also to other people, if you have those type of issues where you are like constantly in conflicts, damn it, if you got a reputation where people are saying you are a problem, at some point, go get some help. And if I were Jonathan Majors' PR people, like right now, just to get ahead of the whole crowd, just to get ahead of all the rumors and everything, I'd be like, bruh, go check yourself into therapy, go get some counseling. It's not it's not like you're admitting guilt. You're just saying, like, you know what? I have been a terrible person in the past. I do have some problems. Go get some help. Because at the end of the day, I think that we all know no one's perfect. But what I would respect is that when people get these type of wake-up calls, because I hope this is a wake-up call for him. Like, if he's innocent, that's great. But brother, you better get it together if you do have a deeper problem, because this could come back and happen some other time. Go get some counseling, go get some help, let people know that you're getting that help, and then do better. Don't even get in that situation. Because the thing is, when you get yourself together, you also start to get a better sense of perspective on who you should be with and who you shouldn't be with. Why are you even with someone that would act certain ways based off of what's going on your phone?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you have to realize, because, sometimes insecure people attract insecure people, so it's kind of like, look, get yourself together, do what you need to do to get you right, and you won't have to be in these situations, because you'll see the red flags in other people a long way, coming. So I would just encourage that. Get you some help, whether you're guilty or not. It's not gonna hurt.
And before I come to Larry, relating this to Nate Parker is it's too different.
I don't know if I'd go there.
Yeah, I just saw a couple of comments. Larry.
See, I think this whole attitude of you should get ahead of this and check yourself. And I don't mean to come at you directly, E-Man, but I think this whole thing that you should check yourself in and maybe you've been a bad person. I think all of this, and again, I hate saying some of this stuff because I feel like sometimes people think I'm just like against women or something. I'm not, but I think this is really one of those times again where we're really seeing a lot of toxic misandry going on, because we were just a few stories back talking about what's his name, Chris Tyler. What's the brother's name that from the Abbott Elementary?
I forgot, man. Tyler,
whatever his name.
We
were just talking about all of his success on his show, but literally he's on a show right now where he's been nominated for Golden Globes and Emmys for playing a character whose one of the main themes is him being serially sexually harassed in the workplace for comic relief. Throughout that whole show, to this day, he is sexually harassed in every single episode, and we think of it as comic relief. Now, if the roles were reversed, if he were principal and the current woman who's playing principal were a teacher, that show would never make it on air. People would think this was horrible, that how could they do this? It would just be the exact opposite response. And as a consequence, we have this attitude that permeates throughout society that men are either perpetrators and can be and automatically, guilty, or they can't be victims. Something bad happens to them and they can't be victims because they obviously want it. A woman is sexually harassing a man. He must obviously want the attention. And what happens is that it creates this attitude that allows us to automatically believe this chick that says somebody did something to her when clearly it didn't. And this whole attitude is believe women first. I get it. How about believe the truth? How about reserve judgment? Like the Army, the woman was saying, well, we have to wait until he's proven innocent. We believe we're going to reserve judgment, but you're not reserving judgment because you pulled his ads. Mm-hmm. The fact that you already took action against him says you're not reserving judgment. You have made a judgment, and only after he has been proven innocent will you then reinstate said ads. So men are, especially black men, and people could say, oh, I don't want to hear that from men. Men have already taken over the world. Guess what? Black men have not. As far as black men, at least in this country, we have been the lowest on the social total poll from the time that this country has come into inception. So I don't want to hear that shit from anybody about when it comes to black men. Yes, if you want to talk about rich white dudes with all their nepotism and money, sure, say that about them. But us, you don't get to say that about us. So it really, really frustrates me when I see that people just automatically take the side against someone without getting all the facts straight. And I really don't like it when black men are made to be, the butts of jokes. We talked about this with the four of us on our thread. I hated seeing that photo of him on the cover of Ebony, I think it was, with them damn pumps and the chaps. And I hate the feminism of black men. All that shit pisses me off. All right, I'm done.
You're good, man.
Look. Oh, okay. Go ahead, B.
The Drake Max Show. Thank you, 999. I hate this for Jonathan Majors because if it was Dana White on camera, he'll just be forgiven and move on.
He was on camera.
He was on camera.
He was on camera. Literally.
Yeah.
And she recanted hers too.
Yeah. But again, like Larry, I don't think anything you just said refuted what I was talking about. Because again, I think both things can be true. I'm just saying and here's the thing, I don't know all the facts from this situation. I haven't seen the video. I don't know what the nature of the encounter was. I'm just saying, if there's a problem, if those other allegations against him are true, that he's just a really terrible person, counseling is not a bad thing. Therapy is not a bad thing. Everybody needs counseling, even if you think things are going right in your life. I'm saying, like, as a celebrity, as someone who has a lot to lose, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and get yourself right so that you can hopefully avoid these type of situations in the future. Because you don't know, maybe he's not going to be with this person again moving forward. You know, maybe he moves on to someone else. You got to learn how to scope them folks.
See, this is why celebrities end up only dating other celebrities, because
they know
because they know the deal. When something happens, when somebody gets mad, they don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna go call the police because I'm mad at them." They call their agent.
They're and like, then I'm gonna call my PR person on you.
Yeah. And their agent or their PR person says, well, let's talk about the consequences of this. What does this mean for your career and theirs if we do this? Is it true? Is it not true? Let's talk about all this.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Miss Her, she pulled out poop and she didn't want to go to her no, I'm sorry about that, guys. But
that was an extreme circumstance. Those were not normal circumstances for anybody.
Neither one of them are normal.
Papa Avery in the building. I got to do one for the pops. You know? Oh man, Mr. Harvey Avery. I wouldn't be nothing without him. Enjoying the dialogue. Be Avery. Happy 99 show. Dad, thank you so much. I love you to death. I really do. It's textbook example of a provider right here, y'all. Yes, sir. Love you so much. Drinking water.
More than just a provider.
Yes.
He's a textbook example of a father, a good man.
Of everything, all the above.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Love you so much.
So many of us are just looked at as just providers, and men are more than just a pocketbook. We are so much more than that.
Larry, don't beat me up now. But
I'm sorry, man. You guys got my blood fired up today.
Now, Lamont, you got anything else, man? You got any final thoughts, or anybody? I want everybody to get everything off their chest. You know, you got anything else, Lamont?
Nah, man. They said everything I need to say. I agree with pretty much everything that both men said. We've got narrative issues that haven't changed. Men are allowed to defend themselves, and most of the time you need to wait until you get the circumstances and the truth from any situation usually. So hopefully her recanting her statement is because she was wrong and not just because she's feeling intimidated or blindsided. And maybe he will do a better job of choosing the women he's going to align himself with, so that when they get mad, they're not going to just try to throw you out there. Because what she did, if this was just something she did in vitriol and anger, that's dangerous. And she knows it's dangerous. And this man is in the prime of his career, and hopefully he'll align himself with better people. And maybe he'll go get him one of them booties he was looking at in that Sharonda video.
Yes.
That'll take good care of him.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, man.
And again, maybe he'll get himself right. Again, we don't know.
We don't know.
My man might have some. I'm just saying, let's also, I know it's easy to blame the women also. You could blame the men because men have a long history. It's easy to blame the women because some people complain and make false accusations. I'm just saying, let's make sure we check all them boxes. He could also be guilty in this in other ways, not illegally, but in other ways. So everybody could be guilty. Everybody could be guilty one way or another.
I'm going to hope that, for all we know, he might have already gotten counseling for the things people have said bad about him.
Could be. Yeah. Could be.
And if the video truly and really proves that he didn't do anything wrong, I don't think he needs to go say that he needs to get no counseling. I think, if anything, he needs to drop a statement that things happen between people in a private situation. We're all humans. People can get upset.
Call Oprah. Get on there.
Right. Or something like that, but we'll see.
Larry, these are final thoughts.
I'll say this: as somebody who has an acquired taste, I don't give much credence to people who get up there and say that somebody's this or somebody's that. Because my friends will ride for me because my friends like me, they love me. But I also know there's people out there who do not like me. They don't like the way that I think. They don't like the things that I say, and they just don't like how I am. And so I know that there's certain people out there that are an acquired taste, and he might be an acquired taste. And some people will never like him. Some people will never, ever care for who he is as a person. And that doesn't make him, as they said, a sociopath or an abuser. It just could be that he doesn't really care if your feelings get hurt because he says what he wants to say. I get people upset at me all the time on all these shows on my channel when I say stuff that they don't like, and I don't really care if they get upset because I'm going to say things that sometimes hurt your feelings. It is what it is. You know?
How did I know this was going to circle around and have something to do with Larry personally?
I'm just saying. But I
How
will
did
say
I
this,
know
brothers.
that?
If you have one of these, if you have a phone with a camera, if you need to take pictures of yourself, take pictures of yourself because you want to make sure that when you get hit and you get all bruised up, because you were, E-Man was talking about Amber Heard, I think it was. It takes somebody doing the most ridiculous stuff. She's gonna have to go poop in your bed and smear doo-doo all over the walls and pictures and the most heinous behavior before you are believed. They always talk about believe women. You also need to believe men.
Yes.
Thank you,
What it
guys.
is. How about believe people?
All right. Well, I want to thank the cash apps that I just got from Miss Shalisa Grant, $15, and also another one for $5 saying a great live on Jonathan Majors. Thank you so much for those cash apps. And also Jojo Harvey, baby, he love you so much. He's going to get his hair redone. Yes, and share his $25 million contract with you. Must love that, Avery. Thank you so much. I feel like I know who that person is just from that comment. I could be wrong. But yeah, we got another super chat coming in. They just keep on coming. Okay, it's popped up on this screen. I hadn't popped up on this one yet. Come on, computer or internet. Okay. This like since we're broadcasting on multiple streams. Wait a minute.
We got another one.
JoJo's on one tonight.
Oh, E-Man, good for dressing like Larry. It's like you so much. Why they telling you folks you look like Mr. Plant? Well, what's going on, man? You got a book over there, jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't know. Thanks for the super chats, man. I appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it right there. So the last bit of news came out that Jonathan Majors' lawyer said the assault charges will be dropped when the video comes out, and I know that we are dying to see that video, and everybody will be analyzing the video and all this stuff, and I can't wait for it, and I'll be back as well. But guys, that is going to wrap it up today for the movie news roundup show number 99. I want to thank all 827 of you people on YouTube and Facebook, 14 of y'all. I really, really do appreciate it. We got up to 900 people watching all at the same time on various platforms. And so that's wonderful. This is a great new feature that StreamYard has added, and I'm very happy about that. And thank you again. Share the video, subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, a thumbs up. Also, if you want to an audio only version of today's broadcast, that's in the link. There's a link for that in the description box below with buzzsprout.com. All these platforms right here, as well as SoundCloud as well, if you want your audio only version, to go on or to download, excuse me. Let's see. Is that another one? No, it's not. Okay.
Mama Avery came through. You got to shout her out.
Yeah, I did earlier. She was one of the first people. Yes, mother, absolutely wonderful show, guys. Thank you so much. Larry, thank you for being here, sir. I really do appreciate it. Before we head out of here, man, won't you let the good people know what you got going on your channel for them to enjoy?
Yeah, man, I have some new stuff coming out. I have a video I'm working on how to get a free smartphone. So there are some deals out there that will let you get a smartphone for free. Couple of steps involved. Otherwise, I'm just sort of winding down my tech reviews. I will be doing more vlogging and some other stuff. I'm working on some ideas in my head. We'll have to figure that stuff out. So, but yeah, so come through, check it out, see what you like.
Alrighty, man. Again, appreciate that, y'all. And Larry, thank you so much, my brother. I really do appreciate you being here. E-Man, coming to you next, sir. Thank you so much for coming. First, I want to say that I appreciate it.
Of course. No, listen, we're gonna have Mandalorian chat on Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Just go ahead and tune in. What is that, around like 7 p.m. Central Standard Time? And go ahead and check me out every Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time. where we talk about things just like this. Like I said, I'm the opening act for B. Avery's show. So if y'all want a taste of what it's like, come get this warm-up show. Join the E-Fam, subscribe, and we have a little fun over there as well. Shout out, by the way, to all the E-Fam that came out today. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, we'll do that. And then I got some more stuff cooking, and we'll just have to wait and see.
I want to know if they're going to invite you to the casting when they start casting for the new T'Challa. They're going to invite you in the room?
I don't know. I'll be there though. I'll be outside. I'll be outside just in case.
Got another super chat from Blue Exodus, Mr. Bobby Wright. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm late. Shout out to y'all. Thank you, man, for being here. I appreciate it. Check out American Maroon if you haven't already. I was about to say something else, but yeah, thank you for being here. Just check out the replay if you're just now getting here. And last, but definitely not least, talking about the stock market master genius himself, Lamont Tyson with Life Gain. Sir, thank you so much for being here, my brother. I really do appreciate it. And what do you have going on your lovely channel for all the good people out there?
First, let me shout out B. Avery for having me. Let me shout out E-Man for riding with me. And let me shout out Larry for being my constant partner in this game. Then I'm going to shout out all the life gainers that I didn't announce I was going to go live tonight with B. Avery, and you guys showed up and you showed the hell out. We greatly appreciate all that support you guys came through and brought and turned these numbers up, helping get my man B. Avery to reach great numbers. And he's almost at 100 of these movie news roundup shows. I remember the first one he did, and I'm so happy to see him do it. I'm glad for that, brother. So y'all going to have to show up next week too. For me and Larry and Miss K, you can catch us tomorrow doing Godfather Harlem, the finale. That shit was banging. It was bananas. Yeah. It was cry worthy. It was a great ride. And then, of course, I'll be back Thursday night with the fellas doing Snowfall. And then Friday, I'll be doing a lot of vlogging because my Hollywood screenwriting and acting begins. I'll be in Hollywood for the next 2 weeks after this Friday. So it'll be a lot of, you'll see some behind the scenes of a character I wrote. You'll see some behind the scenes of me actually helping that character. You'll see me on set. I do a lot of shorts, and I'll really show you guys what it's like to try to get your feet wet in Hollywood from a writer's perspective who's also going to do a little acting. So stay tuned.
Already, man. Appreciate that. Got another super chat. I don't know what channel this is from. Nicholas Grady, if the accusations turn out to be true, I'm hoping that Marvel Disney / keeps him as Kang. It adds more depth to the character / actor. I don't know about that. And actor will give you a better reason to root for the heroes. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But hopefully it's not true. But if it is true, I guess that's an interesting way to spin it.
Marvel.
I don't want my actors who are playing serial killers to have gone out there and killed folks.
Right, and have like legit records.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
we don't want no Ezra Millers running around.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: even if Marvel wanted that, Disney wouldn't allow that.
No
Disney
way.
would step in. Same way they overruled Marvel and fired James Gunn. They will take care of that. So it's never going to happen.
We've seen what happens with that with hip hop when you have artists that are out there trying to live the stuff that they're talking about in their music. When you have all these trap songs and people out there trying to actually be real gangsters, and people end up getting killed and killing folks,
beat up in gyms.
Yeah, right. I mean, I want my artists to be artists. Yeah. I want them to be John at home, and they can be Pookie the Killmaster at work. But they don't need to live that life.
Larry, you hosting the show. B. Avery done disappeared.
That's it.
Here we go.
It's
all
over
right,
now.
let's start the second half here.
Never mind.
It wouldn't let me take the. Yeah, it was crazy.
You was gonna get demonetized real fast.
Boy.
I was gonna have to get off the stream. Don't touch my stream with that.
Let's see here. Thank you, Nicholas, for the super chat. And before we head out of here, guys. What's going on? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm tripping. Oh no. Oh, hold on. I had to redo this real quick because it booted me out. Subscribe if this is your first time here. If you do, this is the type of stuff you're going to get. A show like we do right here every Sunday, 6 p.m. CST. Next week will be show 100, and I'm very, very excited to do that. So make sure you come back next week. This first row right here, all of the Oscar-nominated films for 2023, the 95th Academy Awards. Check that out. You know, like a lot of the team here, we worked very hard on this and had some great commentary on all the Oscar-nominated films. You're going to get movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews, series reviews. Like I said, a weekly movie news roundup show covering Bel Air Season 2, Snowfall Season 6, trailer reactions and interviews, and some fresh out-of-theater reactions. And just to be a little bit more specific, check out my Shazam Fury of the Gods review, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Power, Snowfall, Creed, Swarm, my Oscar recap video, and check out my review for Tariq Nasheed's 8th documentary film, American Maroon. It's long, but I really did enjoy it. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Larry, Lamont, and E-Man, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.